There's no place to escape to.
This is the last stream.
On the left. That's when the cannibalism started.
What was that?
Fucking out, huh?
We came
Oh,
back.
we were fucking out of the fucking game, huh?
We came back
How
to you.
fucking dare you fucking doubt us? How
We're back to
fucking
you.
dare you?
If we were out of the
that.
game, would my Lucozade be this big?
Would my LaCroix be this warm? If I was out of the fucking game?
Well, there's no way any of those things would happen if you were out of the game. We're back in. Hey,
I'm
everyone.
back
welcome to
in.
you are back in. Welcome to the last stream, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well out there. We have a jam-packed episode for you today because it's my mandate. And you know what, Henry? And you know what, Marcus? I'm not even going to be concerned if you guys make fun of my videos because I have built up a Teflon skin.
That is actually really very important for you. I actually really appreciate that because we're sick of you taking it personal. But now it's nice that you are here and you are ready for it. You're ready for a new generation. The reason why we're starting with the Ben Kissel mandate is because next week he's going to go, if he lives through Vegas, he'll make it till afterwards. But that's why we were going to do my mandate because my mandate's locked and loaded because I have a lot of upsetting shit. But we're going to do that to you next week because fuck you and fuck this shit and fuck the whole fucking world when it burns down.
All right, great mood. Great mood you've started us with here. Henry Zabrowski, not a problem at all. Okay, so let's just begin with some fantastic footage here. We talked about Billy the Kid, and what a great story that has been. Now, gunslinging is something that we have talked about extensively. Okay. I think I technically
also, man, honestly, with this whole like the idea that you have to be skinny to be a quick draw artist is also, I think, incorrect.
Try it
because I feel like if I had if I had this up
now
higher, fuck you.
Yeah, look. And then you got the guns to the side.
Maybe
there you go.
If you maybe.
Well,
no,
Henry,
maybe if you had it up high, but that's the thing is that you've always got the possibility, no matter how high your pants are, because I know what you're catch it on tit or catch it on just the bulge that's coming out, man. You scrape it for just
man, you sort of fucking shame me.
Hear me out.
I'm not starting to shame you. I'm talking about practicalities. You
Marcus
scrape that barrel against your belly for just a second, and you're not going to be as quick as a guy that just fucking brings it right out.
What you learn from Austin Powers? Put bullets in your boobs. We learned that from that comedy classic. All right.
Henry, do I have PMS as well? Yeah, pretty manly stems.
Okay, so let's watch this video of the man who claims to be the fastest gunslinger ever. And I think you'll be mighty impressed because you don't even see him shooting. But the things he shoots at explode. So let's just check it out because this video is freaking awesome. Although the man, Henry, hate to say it, but the guy is kind of thin.
Bob, one of the contestants in the End of the Trail for 1986. So, Bob, you were telling me about the different facets of gunslinging, and also, I guess you are known as one of the fastest gunslingers in the world.
Yeah, he's not staked out.
I'm listed in the Guinness Book of World Records as the fastest man with a gun who ever lived. Oh. There are 18 world records you can hold in this sport. I hold all 18 and have since 1960. Woo. Now, I've won 3,500 trophies, 800 major championships as well. Fast draw is the fastest thing a human being does. Nobody does anything faster than what I do with guns.
Can you give it a comparison to something that would come close,
outside of all the
but is
stuff
not as fast?
Speed of light, yeah. Which is far beyond it.
Right.
There is nothing next to it. Now you say, no, what are you talking about? I said, well, and then I have to show you.
Watch this, dude.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fastest gun in the world.
Watch this shit. You kill them all.
Whoa!
He did it.
Bob, you are quick.
Well, the first reaction that people have when they see this draw is, now, wait a minute, could you really hit anything doing that?
Right.
Well, let me show you my own way with a target that is indeed out of the holster. Let me set this target up. I'll shoot about 8 feet away because I'm shooting blanks now. Here we go.
Look at that.
This whole shit is staged.
No, it's not.
Now, in terms of time,
it literally is
how
all
quick
staged.
was that?
I draw, cock, level, fire this gun, hit what I'm shooting at in less than 2/100ths of 1 second.
Okay, Bob. Now, what exactly are we going to do here?
We're going to do something very special for you. At least give it a good try. Now, we're going to take this 45 Colt single action. We got an empty gun here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I did a Google search.
Here's one going into the gun.
Because I became obsessed with this guy.
Here's 2 shots going into the gun. Now we have 2 shots in the gun, right?
It's all fake.
Now, what I'll do is
you got to look it up.
I've got the 2 shots. And what I'll do is draw the gun once.
You're telling me
I'll fire it twice.
What's his name?
And while I'm at it, take the targets with me as fast as I can.
I forget. He says it at the top.
The idea is to shoot the gun fast twice. Now,
we'll see.
Let's give it a try, and I'll try and do it right the first time.
Because they do a slow motion, then I think it'll be quite good.
Yes, there's somebody that breaks this shit down.
See? You're ruining the video. So now you
No, I'm not ruining. I'm not ruining the video. I'm not ruining the video.
Because that, well, you just said you debunked it before I could even bunk it.
A good one, and both of them are gone. He
Both
shot
of them are gone.
2, and it sounded like it
Oh,
was
Amanda
one shot.
says, Ben, you're the only person on my hall pass list.
That's
husband
fantastic.
is
Go to the
fully
bathroom.
aware.
Go to the bathroom.
Here's
You
one.
have to.
Here's 2. Let's give it a try.
Okay, Henry. Now you're going to be really
2 shots
mistaken
gonna
here. You're going
sound
to be
like
proven
1,
mistaken.
and he's going to hit both of the balloons.
See?
It still sounded like just one shot to me.
It still sounded like
Both
one,
of the bullets
JFK
are
style.
gone.
And the gun's empty, right?
Yeah,
And the gun is
Why
empty.
does he have a
it's
wooden tape
absolutely
sheriff's
unbelievable,
badge?
Bob.
Well, how is the
Very,
gun
very,
empty if it's
very
fake,
quick.
Henry? Look at this. You see it? Boom. Boom.
Yes.
So you tell me that's fake? You're going to tell me that that's fake?
You should look up the man's name.
His name's Bad Bob Munden.
Bad Bob Munden.
Okay, Marcus will give me the truth. Well, we're starting off with a real humdinger here.
It's really
I
interesting.
thought it was a
it's
great
very
video
fast.
as an extension
It
of our
is
Billy
very
the Kid
fast.
series that everyone
He's
seemed to
incredibly
enjoy.
fast.
Yeah,
He's very,
you
very
should-
fast.
Uh-huh. Well, next time you play one of your videos, I'm going to tell you that Satan's not real.
You said to me
So,
at the very
okay.
top,
I
you
said
said
you lie.
I have
I said
built,
lie.
You said I have built a Teflon shield. Is what you said. You
Teflon
said
shield.
that I can't be affected by what you say
not being
about the
affected.
videos.
Yeah, if this is me affected, then I'd love to see if I wasn't affected, okay? Marcus?
I think Henry might not be absolutely correct on
All
this.
right.
Okay.
Woo! Teflon
Okay.
shield. Teflon.
Read what comes up.
All right, let's see here.
Whatever
The
he says
Guinness
goes,
Book-
Henry.
The Guinness Book of World Records listed Bob Munden in the 1980 and previous editions as the fastest man with a gun who ever lived.
Is this on his website?
No. This is not on his website.
Wow, isn't that interesting, Mr. Snopes? Even
But-
sometimes Snopes is wrong.
But they discontinued publishing Munden records in later editions so that the book could be approved as a reference source for school libraries. This led to controversy among younger shooters over the records Munden claimed to hold. Munden's critics have argued that his records are not sufficiently well documented to be valid and that he currently holds no official fast draw world record. However, Henry, at age 68, Bob Munden appeared in Stan Lee's Superhumans. In it, he was found.
I remember Superhumans.
In
I remember
it was
Superhumans.
found
Somebody got
out
the
that
high
his
head.
hand. It was found out that his hand is withstanding 10 G's of force when his weapon is drawn.
I should see him turn off.
In a demo,
The sweet smell of Henry's failures.
in a demo using a Colt 45 single-action revolver, he shot 2 balloons 6 feet apart in less than a tenth of a second.
Woo!
Okay,
That's
what
what
do
I
I
just
do?
showed you.
What
so
do I
you
do?
ruined a video. So you are a typical naysayer. You horse.
I am a naysayer. I might as well be a nay-vermectin. Now you tell me,
God.
Kissel, what do I have to do to clean the slate? What do I got to do?
Nobody,
What do I gotta do?
you know how I work. This is going to be a little long game. I
No,
still
I
have
know.
a couple
But
of
this
things in
is
my
not
revenge
even-
file for Eddie from 2011.
I know, but it comes down to it. This is this is never as big as the big snub.
It's just
This
something
is not
that
as
you're
big
gonna
as the
think
big
is
snub.
real, and then I'm going to tell you that it's not real, and then you're going to be like, oh man, I'm so fat and hairy, and then I'll be like, yeah, and then you're going to be sad, and so it'll happen at some point. Maybe it's when.
But I don't
maybe
have
it's when
emotions.
Wendy. Maybe something
You know-
happens to Wendy.
You threatening my fucking dog?
Jesus
you
Christ,
threatening to hurt
man.
my fucking dog
What are you,
over
a
your
fucking-
stupid fast hands video?
You said
Teflon. Teflon.
You're
All
gonna
right.
kill my fucking dog over the.
Oh,
fact
I
that
didn't
you
say
fucking
kill your dog. I
watched
said
that
spread a
shitty
lie.
video?
Spread a lie.
That's
About
no,
Wendy?
You said maybe something happens to your dog. It sounds like you took that
No,
more
I'm not
personally
saying-
than you've ever taken anything in our
You're
entire
gonna hurt
friendship.
my fucking dog.
Wow, that's actually an extension of your own neuroses. I'm not going to hurt
being
you. Anything
gaslit.
can happen to a
I'm
dog.
being
It doesn't
gaslit.
necessarily make it bad. Henry, this video's for you. Let's go to Butter Creature. Butter
Jesus
Creature.
Christ!
This is
Everyone's
your
saying
people,
whoa.
Henry.
The
So
whole
this was
chat's saying
for
whoa.
the first
what
video.
The fuck? Whoa!
Whoa. The first video
Whoa,
was for Marcus.
Out of bounds.
Real
that's
life
not
dog
good.
would be a
That's
fucking shame if
inbounds.
something happened to it.
Here's Henry's people.
That is inbounds thinking, Kissel.
I've been eating
You're being
butter every
inbounds.
day for 6 years now.
He's
As soon as I wake up,
an
I
interesting
eat
alien
butter.
woman.
I can't fall asleep unless I eat the cups of butter before bed.
Oh God.
I think that might be fake.
Oh. No, that is not fake. Take a look at the butter. Show the butter. Let me see this beautiful butter queen again. Let's see it. That's also your favorite. That's margarine.
Every day for 6 years now.
Yeah, I think that's real.
As soon as I wake up, I eat butter. I can't fall asleep unless I eat 2 cups of butter before bed.
See, she would be a great cowgirl. How? You can live completely off of butter. Churning the butter. All right. Well, there we go. Another fun video. A lot of stuff happened today. And the people
are asking if that's me in a wig. That poor woman would be very upset if you said, "Is that Henry in a wig?"
Well, for someone who consumes what appears to be mass amounts of butter every night before bed, she's a 10.
I guess so, man.
Same way that Casey Anthony's a 10 for anyone who kills their 2-year-old.
Yeah.
It's different. She's in a different ball game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so, man. But it's not good to eat that much margarine. Because margarine, honestly, it's probably better to eat butter than margarine.
Well, isn't margarine just canola oil?
It's just thick. Yeah, it's just solidified vegetable oil. So that is actually not very, very not good for you versus the other one. Because the butter is at least like milk.
Yeah. Yeah, it's something. But there's a lot of salt in it, too.
If you get unsalted...
That's true.
Unsalted margarine.
That's true. But if you're getting unsalted, then who gives a shit?
I don't fucking know, dude.
What's the point?
What corners are we cutting here, buddy?
I don't think that people eating spoons of butter are like, well, I better watch the salt. I don't think they
watch the salt. It's because, well, it depends. It actually really gets more pronounced when you're cooking, especially something like pancakes. I made my own pancakes the other night.
Yeah? How'd it go?
Look at me now.
Well, it's a breakfast food. Usually it's a breakfast food, but
we've been doing breakfast at night. It's thrilling. It's a change of pace in the house.
You guys are doing breakfast at night now.
Sometimes we'll do a night breakfast because it's fun.
This is great. Wow.
I went and got bacon, and then Natalie has her soy bacon, and I make eggs with it and pancakes.
You guys are like the couple. I just watched Best in Show, and the couple with the dog who constantly needs their bumblebee, and then they fight the whole time, and they're like, "Our dog's freaking out," but like in reality, they're freaking out. They talk about how they like J. Crew and LL Bean and stuff like that. So this is a great conversation you guys get to have now.
The only thing that I am, you know, what's hard is that
breakfast
at the time,
for dinner.
I love breakfast for dinner.
All right. Well, speaking of breakfast, let's do this video called Sausage. I'm not exactly sure what this is all about. Oh, yes. No, a fan sent me this. I don't recall who it was, but it was in my DMs. And I think it's just kind of funny. It's very quick, but it's sausage related. So, as you can see, it's adjacent to a segue.
Okay.
Let's see, sausage.
I'm trying to cut some of the sausages out, though, but I'll have bacon.
Well, you should just have some of the veggie sausages that your wife gets because they're actually very tasty.
They can be. Okay. But I like a bacon, man.
Here we go. Let's watch Sausage. This is another, perhaps, relative of Mr. Zabrowski.
What's this guy? What has he got on his face?
Good Lord, you seen the prices of gas these days? What the hell's going on? Would you like some sausage?
Let's watch it again.
Let's watch it again.
This is a really good video.
Are those all piercings?
I think so.
Ooh.
Good Lord, you seen the prices of gas these days? What the hell's going on? Would you like some sausage?
Maybe more of a relative of Marcus.
Maybe. I could see that.
I say like fucking what's his putz? The idea of getting that many piercings that close to all that meat, that's really gotta fucking hurt, right?
Yeah.
Like getting the face, the face bits.
I knew a guy named Billy did that. Had a whole face like
these
that.
Ones?
He loved it.
I wonder what that like. How do you get?
You can't sleep on your face.
Yeah. How do you sleep on your face?
You don't?
You don't do it.
There was one girl I had a crazy crush on in college, and obviously I never got anywhere close to it because I was really, really, very, very gross at the time. But I was wondering what it would like to kiss her because she had all of the big rings like interlocking on her lips. And I think it's such a cool look, but that's got to kind of hurt, right?
That's the closest you could get to kissing a robot.
I think so, right? Like, that's got to hurt.
You just live a different life. From what Billy told me, you just kind of, you adapt. And you just, if you get that shit in your face, you're making a choice that you know that there's going to be some things that you got to deal with. You got to deal with some bullshit if you get that. So they accept it.
Does it drink water too fast? Does it come out of the holes?
Yeah. I actually bet you it does.
Yeah.
When you had one of these, right, Kissel?
I had my eyebrow pierced.
You had the eyebrow pierced.
As you can see.
Yeah, you still got the whole.
And then
but Nat had one of. Nat had one of these and her tongue pierced, and she had to take them out because the tongue just it fucks with your teeth.
I didn't know
and
the
this
whole.
Would make her gums bleed.
Chris Rock really hurt my tongue piercing because I had a huge biohazard tongue piercing. I was like, that was like super cool. And then Chris Rock was like, if a girl has a tongue ring, she'll suck your dick, and if a guy has a tongue ring, he'll suck your dick. And it was like, and I was like, you know what? I'm fucking metal, so this is not about that. And I got it with my gay older brother who got his nipples pierced, and I got my tongue pierced as a compromise because. Sorry, whatever Andrew Cuomo has to say, the nipple piercing I think is more gay than the tongue piercing, and I'm still mad at Chris Rock for that joke.
Honestly, I almost got my nipples
and I will
pierced.
Suck their dick. I'll suck your dick right now.
Hey, man, there's nothing gay about sucking dick. Honestly, you do whatever you want. Do whatever you. It just really, to me, when it comes down to it's how you vote. It's how you vote. But when the nipples, I almost got my nipples pierced, and I'm glad I didn't because I feel like that would have just made them just so much bigger, man. Now that I just know how big my nipples are, and honestly, as I'm getting older, they're just getting bigger.
I knew a guy that tried to pierce his own nipple and it fucking fell off. It fell. It was in high school. He got all he did was he just got some ice and like iced it down and then pulled it and like stuck a fucking needle through it and then was like, okay, that's good enough. And then put an earring that he bought at fucking Claire's into his nipple, and then it got infected and fell off.
This isn't COVID. You've got to go to a professional for that.
This is 1998, man. You know, this is Rochester, Texas, in like 1997. There's no fucking like the closest professional is I don't know where.
I actually feel like I would trust somebody like your father to like honestly because he's a ranchman. I actually trust a ranchman to figure out how to possibly pierce another man's nipples easier.
How much glee though? Is it before it's too much glee in the person that's giving you the piercings? Like, I don't want them to be so thrilled that I'm, like, making them aroused or getting them off in any way, but I also don't need them to be so serious that I'm very scared. It's a tough level of levity to bring to a piercing, specifically anything to do with your penis or nipples.
I think
piercing is just, I mean, being a piercer, it's just like any other job, and that's how you want it. You want somebody who's just like, I'm here at work, but I'm friendly.
Yeah, honestly, we've got people who are in the chat room openly talking about they got their nipples pierced, and honestly, tell them how they keep the mood light. Because as far as I'm concerned, you got voices, sound effects, set of tapestry. You might want to play some Dr. Demento. People love that. A famous libertarian, famous libertarian Dr. Demento.
That'll get them going.
Man, I watched this one video that was Dr. Demento, Robert Anton Wilson, and I want to say Rand Paul, all talking in one.
The revolution.
I've seen that. I've actually seen that. It's fucking wonderful because Dr. Demento like doesn't turn off, and he's like,
"Hey, everybody, there's no reason for the roads need to be private."
You know,
and he wears the top hat everywhere he goes. He doesn't ever take it off.
He put a microphone to a tape recorder of his song that was like a libertarian like comedy song that he did about.
And he plays the whole thing.
I mean, it's gold. You don't want to miss a second of that. Yeah, I would take Berman Supreme and Dr. Demento on a ticket any day.
Any
more
day.
Funny hats in office.
Oh, here, when I was 16, I let a guy 10 years older than me pierce both my nipples in his back room, 100% satisfied.
Okay, I was in love with a gal with one nipple. Much like one nipple ring.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Much like the one-armed man. She's
one
never
nipple ring.
back.
Didn't that used to mean something back in the day?
I think it meant she lost the other one. Because that's what happened in her situation. So I am not exactly sure. Maybe it's something to do with directions. Okay, let's watch. You know who I used to love? Speaking of, I know we've been through the emotional roller coaster. There was a lot of threats already today.
Yeah.
But I feel like I didn't do it. I actually wasn't even going to murder. I wasn't even going to go there. But you guys took it there.
You brought it back up. Yeah.
No, I did.
Dog. You did the very top of the show.
Words aren't violence. Okay. So remember Stephen Colbert?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
You don't remember Stephen Colbert? He had the show on Comedy Central.
Oh, Jon Stewart.
No. He was Jon Stewart's. Originally on The Daily Show, he was very funny, and he was a correspondent, and everyone's like, that guy has a lot to say. And then he did the Colbert Report, and everyone's like, this is such a great satire. This is so brilliant.
Yeah,
he's not part of the establishment, but he's lampooning people absolutely perfectly. And then he got his own show, and then you're like, oh, he's just a Catholic douchebag. But let's take a look at one of the most cringy things I have ever seen. Maybe it's because I love my politics. It's a little political, but not really. It's mostly about bad dancing. Stephen Colbert, the man who's supposed to be on the front lines of truth and freedom, is dancing with Chuck Schumer. And I just want you guys to watch what it looks like when these two people get together and dance. And I'm happy you actually filled out your recall election already. Because otherwise you may have.
Oh no, I would have thrown it.
You may, it would have changed everything. Let's just watch.
My accountant is very lucky that the accountant called me after I put in the recall vote. It was fun.
All right, let's just watch Stephen Colbert dance with Chuck Schumer.
Democracy in action, ladies and gentlemen. Is this for his TV show, or is this like just a function?
Man, this is pure white. Pure white.
It's a.
Isn't that fun? So that was them. That's them there. And isn't it nice because they're dressed like they're about to storm Charlottesville, but their attitude says, no, we're just here to dance. Yeah. So anyway, that's nice that we have that happening.
They both are dressed to push a woman off a boat at night. You know what I mean? Like, they're both dressed for a Chappaquiddick.
Don't never go boating with anyone who has a TV show or holds any office, including dog catcher. But yeah,
I hate them. Can't there be one person that is under 70 in charge? Can't there just be one person?
Well,
I am so sick of these old men. People are just like, want Trump back? The chat has immediately been like, let's bring him back.
The whole thing. That may have happened under Trump. Who knows? Either way, just watching wealthy people dancing to music that they totally understand.
Oh, who are they voting for?
Don't have a heart attack, Henry. No, that's the wrong. Actually, that's the way. I think you grab it with your left hand. So I think. You're
this is just. That's breast cancer. Breast cancer. No, your paper house says Colbert loves Lord of the Rings, and that's all we need to know about his dancing skills. I actually push back on you because the Hobbits did have a modicum of joy.
Yeah.
No, of course.
Absolutely.
No, they danced all the time. The Hobbits love to dance. They love to sing in at bars and sing songs about the Green Dragon.
Go on for second breakfast?
Yeah, man. They're in a bar and they're singing a song about how great the bar is. How does that not joy?
It's fucking dope.
Dude,
it's fucking dope.
Absolutely. I mean, the Ents, even they sway a little bit. And you know for a fact the Orcs had to fuck because there's a bunch of them. So that maybe began with dancing.
I believe you. Yes. One of them. One of the evil species is grown. I forgot what it is.
The Uruk-hai.
But guys,
Uruk-hai, what are they all about?
The Uruk-hai, they mean. But if you're in the chat and you have breast milk or you've had breast milk, would you let a hobbit suck the breast milk out of your tit?
Now, what a nice question.
That is more of a. That's all personal. That's just canvas.
Wow. Yes, indeed. Well, we are really burning through these videos, but Henry, you are doing some pretty sinful things. And you've said sinful things, and the way you reacted to me was kind of sinful if you think about our friendship, and then you were yelling at me, and I was like, okay.
You threatened
I did not.
murder.
I did not.
My precious dog.
No.
I don't know about murder, but it's definitely, definitely, that was...
make something bad happen. It was a threat.
I mean, there was a threat.
I was going to
like,
lie
you'd be
to you and be like,
day.
she's not eating sausages today, and you'd be like, oh my God, and then you'd get home and she has a bunch of sausages.
That's cute.
That's what I'm saying.
Is cute.
You brought something nefarious into it because
people
you have a dark, sick, twisted mind.
I do?
Yeah.
Ooh, it's all of us. It's all of us. I'm going to put 3 of us in that basket. That's a big old basket.
Just because I go to bed trying to figure out different ways to murder bad people.
Laramie says I'd let anyone suck my tit. Laramie says I'd let anyone suck my tit. I'm lonely.
Huh?
Great. Well, absolutely fantastic. I am in there with you. Had quite a lonely weekend. Okay. Let's move on to a little bit of religion. Henry, you need it. Marcus, you've actually surpassed it because you are all-seeing. Henry, however, still
I don't need anything,
needs his God. Well, you mentioned music as well. Great segue. Let's show a little bit of the Christian slide.
Oh, shit.
Is this video really rated H for hilarious? I mean, are you sure that they're not like going too far?
Tell me this isn't real. Tell me this isn't real.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God. Kissel, you scooped me. I was going to do this for fucking shut off the stream next week.
Hey, y'all, this right here is the Bible Slide, featuring the Freedom Band. And this time, we're about to get holy, 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 holy. Holy, holy, holy. Everybody clap your hands. Clap, 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 clap your hands. Clap, 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 clap your hands.
It's off.
All right,
They're
we're about to
clapping.
have
It's
some
off.
spiritual milk. To the left. Take a step of faith. Pray once this time. On the devil, let's stomp.
Stop.
On temptation, let's stomp.
Stop.
Bible slide real smooth. Now praise and shout. To the right. Take a step of faith. Jump out the boat. Right foot, let's go.
What boat?
Left foot, let's go.
You would jump out the boat.
I don't
slide
know.
now, y'all.
Jump out the boat.
Now
drown?
it's time to get holy. Get right now. To the left.
They're
Take
not
it
even
to
a
the
lot of
grave
this song.
And see it resurrect. Come alive this time. Right fist, 2 pumps. Left fist, 2 pumps. Don't look to the left. Don't look to the right.
Oh, wait.
Backslide. Backslide. It's just a move.
They have fun.
Let's win the loss.
I'm just so happy that Ben Folds
Go
had a
left.
special needs brother.
Take his kingdom back now, y'all. 2 souls this time. 2 souls this time.
Woo!
Right fist, 2 pumps. Left fist, 2 pumps. Pray on your knees. Pray on your knees.
Oh, buddy.
Get hold of it.
Oh, my.
Oh, yeah. Come on. Bubble slide now, y'all.
Okay.
Temptations. Turn them down. The harvest is ready. Take them back now, y'all. 5 souls this time.
There's really no sequitur. I don't.
On principalities.
There's no. It's like it's not
On
a
the
song.
bondage, let's
It's like
stomp.
a man just like kind of
They're not
talking.
your friends.
Yeah.
Who's
The
not my
devil's
friend?
your friend.
Devil.
Well.
On the devil,
Whoa,
let's stomp.
fuck you.
On temptation, let's stomp.
Stop.
Behave. Everybody raise your hands. Come on, y'all. Pray it out.
That's not. He didn't even tell you to spin. But
How low can you
He's
go?
doing a lot extra.
Can you go down low? Drop your knees to the
close.
floor. How low can you go?
Buddy, what
He can
do
bring it
you
to
want
the
to
top.
do?
He can raise your face up. He can bring it to the top.
I miss when
One
all of these
hop.
people were on heroin.
Right foot now.
They're
Walking
about
out
to go
now,
back
y'all.
to heroin.
Bubble
Now they're all
slide
taking
real
horse
smooth.
fucking medication. It's the same shit. They're just out there like each one of them. 3 of
Turn
them
the
dead of
devil
COVID.
down.
Turn the devil
To the
down.
right. Take his kingdom back now, y'all.
Take the kingdom
Don't
back.
fall this time.
Guys, this is like there
Don't
are
fall this
minutes
time.
left of this.
Oh yeah,
Win,
there's another minute.
win. Don't look to the left. Don't look to the right. Shake off the dust to rise. Shake off the dust to
Shake
rise.
off the dust to rise.
Win, win,
Win.
win, win.
Win. I don't know what that
He's
is.
your friend.
Nothing.
He's coming back
People
again.
saying that Griffin
Coming back again.
McElroy is the one
Don't be
singing the
fooled
song.
now, y'all. He's coming back again. To the left.
The left. Ooh.
Take his kingdom back now, y'all.
Ooh, take the kingdom
lost,
back.
the lost. The cross, the cross.
Keeps going.
He's alive.
The
Let's
Just
jump.
amount-
keeps rolling, man.
He's
The
alive. Let's
amount
jump.
of time
Right fist, let's pump.
that went into this.
He wrote this fucking garbage out.
That man's just confused. I
wrote
don't
it?
know why
Left
they.
fist, let's pump.
Is that supposed to be
His
like a
kingdom
funny
come.
bit?
He
His
wrote
will
it.
be done.
He recorded
Don't
it.
slide to the right.
They
Don't slide to the
practiced
left.
the choreography.
Take his
They
kingdom
had
back
to
now, y'all. Bubble
That
slide
last
now.
image where he was coming out of the
Turn the
he's,
devil
this
down.
man is gay. Okay.
Jesus
Oh,
is
yeah,
It was
really
just
right.
the
absolutely.
Stand
No,
up.
he's definitely the choreographer. I mean,
Proclaim
he's
now,
the
y'all.
choreographer of this whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean, anytime I hear
Yeah.
someone like talk about temptation
Bring
in
Praise
the
and
you know
shout.
in this context, they're definitely trying to not suck dick.
Matt Tucker,
Yes.
Sammy Shea, Abel Ligon, Matt, Abel, Jory, Tina, Reggie, and Nicole. Resound 247. Look at that fantastic job. Also, it took 3 people to write that
3
song.
people.
3 people.
It took 3 people to write that song.
And
Yeah.
they had to, and they filmed that from multiple camera angles. How
No,
many?
that was
how
a
long
2
of a
day.
day was that?
That was a long. That might have been a whole dang weekend.
That
I
might have
don't
been.
know, man.
Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah,
God.
yeah. I have an
This
old
is
high
why-
school friend that I've watched, like, you know, like you just follow each other over the years on Instagram, and he's part of like one of those, like, we talk about this very often about the idea of like, there's something about old churches that for me, like, I guess your fucking grandfather didn't, whatever. But the new churches, like
No.
the funky pop churches,
Can't do it.
they are the most evil shit
Yeah,
on
man.
the face of the planet. They are the
insidious.
worst one. It's insidious.
cool.
It is not. It's not cool.
Cool.
I don't think that is cool. I don't think it is. I think that they actually like. I think you can get away with more abortions in the Catholic Church than one of those things. Like I feel like it's
Well, that
hard.
is possible. You know, I am totally with you on that. When it comes to church, if I had to do one Sunday church, Ironically enough, as much as I make fun of them, and perhaps we're in holy war with them right now as a church, but Catholic Church, I like its structure.
Yeah.
At the very least, you have a middle, a beginning,
it's
an
an
end,
hour long.
If you go for the Stations of the Cross, it's just a horror movie.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I would rather
they worship
just do a
an
classic
ancient dead
Catholic
god.
Church.
Yes, they worship a dead god. It's like one of those things, and it is there is a metal aspect to the Catholic Church, especially if you go outside of like, where we are at.
Yes.
The history is fantastic, and you're going to an actual like beautiful church. You're not just going to some fucking like you're
warehouse.
not going. Yeah, some warehouse that's just full of bullshit. Some guy playing drums behind a screen that is also playing with like some fucking like looking like a asshole.
Meanwhile, all he's done is fucking like tell 15-year-olds about how like you're mature for your age.
Oh my god! Don't even.
Like they're all
no.
I mean, like at least a priest you know is a pedophile.
I remember those comedians that would teach you veganism. Oh my god! Anytime someone wants to teach you things that you can figure out on your own, just don't bother going with it.
If you go to like I remember I had one of those. I went to one of those like youth group church things. But all it did was teach all of the ladies in there. They'd all just started giving people blowjobs. Oh. And I didn't get one. I was supposed to go walk on the trail.
That was in Berlin. That was in Berlin. That was a brothel.
No, that's not
a
wish.
Church. Yes.
Oh, that's why they kept taking my money.
I'll never forget.
That's all you do, man. It's like when I was in high school, we would go to like the church lock-ins that they would spend.
Those were fucking dope, dude.
Yeah, dude, because they would spend like 10 minutes giving us some kind of like sermon. It's like an all-night thing, and then the rest of the night is spent just like finding a fucking corner of the church to make out with the girl in.
That's it, dude. We did that. My fucking library lock-ins. We used to we made it secular, man.
Fucking made it. Oh hell yeah, man! Made out with a girl in a fucking Catholic church confessional once. It was amazing. It was so fucking cool.
Well, the nice thing is like because you're in a confessional, it nullifies itself.
That's right.
And I was legal then, man, because it's cool for. I was 17, man. It was legal then, man.
Yeah.
Okay. All right then. Very strange thing to scream about. Again, we need to.
Do I need to do it in my Dr. Demento voice?
We will do a little.
It's legal.
It's legal. Okay, we don't have.
Your Dr. Demento voice is the same as your Richard Dreyfuss voice.
It's the same to me.
It's unbelievable. No, Richard Dreyfuss has more of this. That's Richard Dreyfuss. Dr. Demento.
Dr. Demento.
I'm not letting my taxes pay for any stoplights.
Well, that is demented, isn't it, Demento? All right, let's show this elephant rubbing its balls on a rock. This is just kind of fun.
That's nature, man.
Yeah.
Look at the size of these. Look at the size of these hogs this guy's got.
I've been there, man.
Yep.
I just read today that the elephant's got the biggest dick of the animal kingdom. Go up to 6 feet long.
Isn't that? Oh, we all wish to be that elephant, and some probably want to be the rock.
Yeah, man. Depends on what kind of day you're having.
But look at that. Isn't that nice for his big old saggy balls? And now he feels better. And now the other guy is going to go rub his balls because that's
his face.
Why don't we have ball rubbing rocks in all of our homes?
I actually
because we have hands. We have hands to just scratch them. We have the opposable digits.
You know, I will say though, wouldn't it be nice? Because sometimes, like, if you're getting in, you pinch and roll, you can accidentally, you can kind of hurt your balls. It'd be nice to have some sort of like. This could be an invention. It's like
a rock that goes in your house that you rub your balls on.
But it's, you know, what is it? Sawhorses?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. You're talking about like a Simba.
Top.
What are they called? A Simba machine? A Slimba machine? What are those girls?
You're talking about a Sibian.
All over?
No. But I'm talking about less. I'm talking with less of a peak, right? Let's say it's like this, right? You got this side of it, right? Like this. It's got kind of a bumpy thing, and then you can kind of just.
Oh, like a pommel horse. Do you want like a textured pommel horse?
I'll tell you one thing. When you got yourself one of these people that are going through sexual puberty, no couch is safe.
No.
They'll especially the ladies. They rub all over there, and it's disgusting. What happens?
Oh yeah, man. I remember that I was sitting on the couch once with my first high school girlfriend and her older sister. She was there, and they had this horse that they shared. This giant stuffed horse.
Is that real?
Oh yeah. God bless it.
Yeah, isn't that wild?
Hey man, what are you doing?
I
just started jacking.
Friends. Of course. I mean, but anyway, it's just bizarre all this love of sofas and stuff that happens at such a young age. But I guess that's what leads you to sit around the house. If you gained a little weight there in one of your shows, then your mom is so big she literally sits around
the house,
which still would not imply that doesn't really even work.
She doesn't just sit around the
house.
On the house. She sits around the house, which would mean make her a giant because that means she'd
very
have
big.
To,
It'd be inside her.
Curl around.
Or she's a giant snake. Actually, I also never really totally understood because then I felt like that. So she's like a snake.
Yeah, or she's like spooning the house, so big that she spoons the house, which would also be around the house.
Absolutely.
But then she's crushing the house next door.
Then she's Gaia.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Then you've got. Then now I'm mad at myself.
Whatever happened to the mom from What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
She died very soon after filming that movie.
She did.
Really soon afterwards.
In a car accident or complications from
I don't know, man.
No, she died good. No, she died with the rest of the Branch Davidians in Waco, unfortunately.
Oh, Darlene Cates. Yeah. Yep. She died. Oh, but you know what? It was not immediately after Mr. Marcus Parks. Wow. This is a Ben Kissel coming up big series tonight. She died at 69.
Wow, she lived until 2017. Wow.
That is not, honestly, that is not bad. 69?
69 is not bad. Actually, for that not bad. Size of person, yeah, that's not bad at all.
End up losing, like,
she ended up
losing weight?
She ended up losing 250 pounds, 240 pounds.
Her. Oh, holy shit! Good for her.
Yeah,
she was an. Oh my god, I miss trash TV so bad. 1992, she was an episode of Sally Jesse Raphael, and the name of the episode was "Too Heavy to Leave the House."
Back when that was like a super rare thing.
Super rare now, but now they have whole shows about it.
No,
like the woman who kept peeing, she wouldn't even get out of the bathroom to go. She couldn't even make it to the bathroom. She would just pee in the thing.
The 1,000-pound sisters. First of all, the one is taking up most of that number, and I think she's going to die on television. But also, did you know the reason she got so chubby? She had a pelvic infection that caused her to gain nearly 150 pounds. A pussy infection did that, or pelvic.
What does that mean?
I don't know. She's also on picket fences, touched by an angel, and let's not forget, in 2001, she was in a made-for-TV movie called Wolf Girl.
Whoa. Okay. Well, she worked quite a bit then. And then she died.
She technically had a very
That's actually kind of nice. Honestly, this is...
I'm happy.
Wolf Girl, they flew the whole crew and the film stars from Romania to Texas so they could shoot the scenes. So it was cheaper and easier to fly all of them from Romania to Texas to shoot around her than it was to try to take her to Romania.
No, is that why they did it?
Yeah, of course.
Wow. She ate herself out of having to move.
Yeah.
Also,
that's the fucking trick right there.
It's kind of a dream. And again, she did live a long time. Speaking of, let's just say things of a chubby nature. Baseball. Let's do baseball. Baseball is a game that you can play of all, if you're any size. I'm not exactly sure what exactly this is.
We just said pelvis infection. Yeah, it might not have been a pussy infection, but
it could just be pelvis. I'm just going with the surrounding area. It must have been a big infection.
Upper pussy?
No.
I think up her, not upper pussy.
Upper pussy. Up inside of her pussy. Sure, we're not doctors.
There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things going on around the pelvis of a woman that aren't necessarily just the vagina. There's a lot.
No, I know. There's got the organs in there, and you got the side lumps, and then they got the things that will end up being balls.
The tubes.
You'll start as women. You ever looked at the top of the mound of your penis and really see like how, man, I really can see that this used to be a vagina.
I haven't done that. I have not done that at the top. Anyway, I can see it though. You can always push it in. Start activate. That's how I started jerking off. I used to push it in, and it would get hard.
Look at it. Look at it. You're nude.
It's not at all. It's not actually how that would even work.
You don't have fat on top of it, right? My dick has got a hat on top of it. It's got like
but that doesn't mean that it would have been a pussy. No.
I'm just
we all start as females.
But I'm just wondering at one point, like at what point?
But it is mildly true.
Were you a child? Like, were you younger when you sat and like stared at your penis long enough to like meditate upon it?
I did this yesterday. I literally did this yesterday.
Okay.
Let's show this picture of baseball. I'm not exactly
You guys
sure
don't know. We know a lot about women. All right? We got 2 married men in here. You know what I mean? We absorb.
All right, let's watch this here. Let's see if this is fun. I'm not sure what we're about to see here.
Back
he gets hit in the face.
Oh, my goodness.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. All right.
This is a collective of a bunch of people getting hit in the face.
No,
that's sweet.
I think this
that
is
I like.
just me.
Man, that's
probably absolutely hammered, being like, this is a good video.
Yeah,
because it's just this, and then
Bob
he doesn't
Melvin
do well.
Ask Matt Olson where it hit him, and Matt Olson pointed to his ear.
His ear.
Oh, Nick Paparesta, the A's trainer, getting some help from somebody from the White Sox dugout as well.
They're not happy.
So an incredibly scary moment here in Chicago.
I like the Oakland A's.
Extremely fortunate
I like them a lot.
that this
I'm fine with them.
wasn't maybe somewhere closer to the side of the head.
Around not so much here.
Yeah.
Here.
At least, hopefully he didn't break the ocular ridge.
The towel is really kind of covering the right side of his face. I don't know if
the fastball to the side of his head.
Anything closer on these replays.
Well, just taking a look.
Yeah, watch it. Here we go. It's ripping through. That really sucks.
Definitely had him on the right side of the face.
It definitely hit him.
It's still
really sucks.
I mean,
man.
the reflex is pretty good because I mean, that ball's coming towards him at well over 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
And and even before it hits him, he's starting to put his hand up.
He sees the scene coming. It's happened. Someone just here. It says comeback balls are moving with roughly twice as much force as the pitch before.
Yeah,
probably. Yeah, so at least like 150, 160, maybe 200 if it's fastball.
Dude. That's fucking crazy, dude. That's very, very fast. You got to be careful. I was a catcher for a long time. I know baseball.
I know you were. Too bad you didn't play baseball.
I guess you got to. You just got to stay in the pocket, right? You got to sit there, watch all this kind of stuff going on. Also, don't keep your eye, because the one thing you can't do, take your eye off the ball, right? That's what that guy definitely didn't do. It's more like the ball went onto his eye. That's kind of fun.
Yeah. You know what's so funny is that baseball pitchers, they're defensive players.
Yeah.
But you don't think about that very often, how important they are. They're maybe the most important defensive player of any sport.
Yeah.
Because they're such an important position. But you never think about pitchers as defensive, but they are.
Huh.
Anyway, there you go.
Yeah, apparently he's fine. The guy broke his orbital bone, but he's fine.
Yes.
At least he didn't lose the eye, because that's bad. And then you start to be honest, if I was one of those dudes and I lost my eye and I was a pitcher, I'd come back for fucking revenge. Yeah. Know all the secrets about baseball, and I would make sure I'd go through one by one, systematically destroy the Oakland A's.
If you say Kirby Puckett 5 times in the mirror, he comes and rips out your right eye. That's what happened to him. He got beamed and he was very sad.
What, does he only have one eye?
It was great.
Hall of Fame career.
I loved Kirby.
Oh yeah, I remember that baseball card.
Yeah.
Who was the guy that did the flips? Not
Ozzie
Bobby
Smith.
Bonilla.
No, it was not Bobby. Ozzie Smith. Okay, let's move on. This one is just entitled Crazy Bee Stuff. So let's watch this because we have been talking about bees, preserving the bee.
Yeah.
Saving the bee. I'm anti-mosquito, though, and I don't care.
Also, go to see Candyman as soon as possible.
Is it good?
Candyman is great.
Oh, can't wait. All right,
I loved it. Our family loved it.
All right, this might also be a video that I
Baby colony will raise dozens of queens, but the first to emerge kills the rest. We separate them to prevent this, allowing us to raise dozens of hives.
Isn't that crazy?
Just put this fucking music. I don't know, man. I hate when they do that shit. I hate this emotional shit on top of it. It's just bees.
It's a bee,
following her daughter. The mom is following
her
daughter.
They don't even know. They only know each other by scent markers.
Yeah. How
There's no emotion.
Unlike workers,
yes, there
they
is.
do not lose their stinger, so they survive the sting.
One of the craziest honey behaviors is queen balling.
Look at this.
When I opened this colony, the queen was easy to find. But there's a giant clump of bees acting crazy. And at the center was a foreign queen. So the workers will ball the intruder by using their body heat to cook her to death.
They want to kill her.
That's great.
That's fucking, that's cool.
One of my favorite beekeeping task is queen marking. Now we mark the queen bee so we can find her more easily when we return to the hive, and also so we know that it's the same queen from the previous visit. Now, as long as you
That's what we have to do with the real queen. We've got to mark her so we know where she is.
Do not mind.
Honestly,
and it will last for years.
Queen, I wonder if they come and they measure her for a casket every day.
I bet you she already has one picked out.
Crown
Truly.
of paint to track their age.
Ooh, Dido.
Playing Dido.
The
I
queen
don't know, I
color
hate the
changes
TikTok.
each year on a 5-year rotation, starting over on the 6th year. It's a worldwide system. Beekeepers determined this long ago.
Long time ago.
So this queen is 2 years old. And this one is 3. This bee is removing a defective male bee.
White eyes equal defective bee.
Let's see
And then you
if
just kill
this
them.
beehive
albino
accepts
bee.
this queen.
Look at this.
Yeah, that's a no.
I don't think
This
so.
behavior is called balling. And basically they cook her to death with body heat.
Grizzly.
So we will save this queen for a different hive.
So they were like, "Fuck you,
Let's
queen. We
pop
don't like
open
you."
our incubator.
And they cook her to
That's
death
why,
with
Henry. That's why it's not just all about
It
odor
looks
and
like
smell.
this
That queen
queen
must have
is
been
ready.
fucking like against
But she's a
abortion or
bit
something.
tired from chewing
Oh
the wax.
yeah, and then they aborted her.
Luckily, I keep a stash of fresh nectar. And that's exactly what she wants.
I like
We
that.
store her
I mean,
and
that's
her
crazy.
sisters in
These
this
people
queenless
know a
colony.
lot about
But
bees.
next
They
week
know
they'll
a bunch
get their
about
hive.
bees.
Bees can be
Since
cute,
this hive
but you
is
can't put
queenless,
emotions
they'll
on
care
bees.
for each
I don't
princess
think bees
equally.
have
I
emotions.
don't know.
No.
Didn't you hear Jerry Seinfeld in a bee movie? How bees can
We
be kind of
did.
funny too and observational.
It took
Observational.
It took me way too long to get the pun of that movie's title.
What?
It took me years. B movie. It's a B movie. You know, like B movies.
It's not a B movie. B movie has like
No,
horror.
it's
a
more
genre
than $1
film.
million.
A B movie is a genre film.
I know, but it's a pun on the genre.
I actually
it's not
disagree
if
with
it
you.
was
I
a
don't think
genre
it was. I
film,
think that you've
it's not a B
outsmarted
movie.
That was
them.
a
I'm not saying
B-based
it's wrong. I'm
genre
not
film,
saying it. I'm
then
not
it would
It's not a
make
B movie.
sense.
It's one of the most
It
expensive
would make
cartoons of all time.
sense to
I
me
know it's
then.
very expensive. I know it's just a general movie term. B movie.
Marcus, you actually
That's why they call it a
outthought
B movie.
intelligence. You actually have come full circle to being stupid.
No, what
because
are you
it is
talking
not
about?
a pun
What are you
on
no,
B
it's a
movie.
pun.
It
It's
is
a pun on
literally
B
just
movie.
B movie.
No, it's a pun on. I guarantee it's a pun on B movie. Otherwise, they call it like it'd be Jerry Seinfeld's B picture. I don't know.
I don't know.
Is
Honestly,
B
it'd be nice if it
movie-
was just called Jerry Seinfeld is Bees. Jerry Seinfeld.
Okay.
And who else is in that fucking bullshit?
Oh God, you got this off of Reddit because
Woody
there's
Allen.
literally a thing on Reddit.
Is that the Woody Allen one?
I didn't get it off of. No, that's the Jerry Seinfeld. The Bug's Life is the Jerry Seinfeld, or that's the Woody Allen one. No, Ants. Ants is the Woody Allen one. No, I did not. I did not get this off of Reddit. It just one day hit me like, oh, B movie. That's B.
Well, okay, so we have someone in our teenagers, which I don't know why you're on that on Reddit.
I'm not on that.
The title of B movie is actually a pun, and then somebody accurately says, but the budget was $150 million.
It's not a B movie.
I guarantee you, I guarantee you, when they titled that fucking movie, they thought they were so clever that they made a pun out of it. Like,
But then they make people like me furious. When I'm like, well, there's no Nazi girlfriends in this. You know what I mean? There's no like. That's what I needed a B film.
Yeah. Also,
but yes, I do agree that they thought.
They
that
thought
it was
that's
a
what I
pun.
mean.
No,
they
I don't
thought
think
it
that
was
they
a
did.
pun.
I don't think
guarantee
that.
you. Of
I
course
don't
they
think
did.
that they have
This is-
any.
that's-
But Marcus,
that's
their
the
egos are
exact type of
insane.
thing
Their
that these
egos
fucking-
are insane.
I know, and
So
their
they
egos
wanna make
are
a B
insane
movie.
that they want it to be something
I think if
clever. They
anything,
think
they
they're
would
bringing
say-
getting something over on you.
Mr. Parks, I think if anything, they would say, name if it's a B movie, but don't worry, it's actually an A film. Like, that's what they would say. They'd be like, it's A+ film, it's called B movie. Well, raffle.
And
Like,
is that
that's what
not a
they're
pun?
like.
Is that not a pun, my friend?
No, it's a
Is that
horrible...
not a pun?
Also, according to Screen Rant, there are 10 hilariously raunchy jokes that, quote, buzzed over our heads. That's
I
a pun.
hate them.
And
I
one of
hate
those
all
jokes,
of this.
do you want to know one of the jokes? Is there bestiality going on between Barry and Vanessa? Apparently that was a through line that buzzed over our head. Is
All right,
this code for pubic hair? They say.
That's what everyone's saying here. This I'm getting a couple people are like, are they fighting? Are the men fighting on the show?
Yeah,
Is that you haven't even seen us fight?
Number
You haven't
8.
even seen us fight.
No, this is simply a disagreement between friends about a stupid fucking movie with Jerry Seinfeld and about bees.
This is
also-
honestly, this is the most serious we've ever been.
There are, and also number 8, according to this, the 10 buzzed over our heads kind of funny things are, there's plenty of incest jokes. When
Yes,
Barry
someone
is
also
trying-
brought up in the chat that the bee wants to fuck, the woman wants to
Oh
fuck.
my
the bee.
God! Number 6 on this list is B-ish code for Jewish. What is happening?
I mean,
to the B movie?
I mean, that I can kind of see with Jerry Seinfeld being Jewish and all.
Kind of.
I'll tell you this.
Well, I just didn't know they were all fucking each other's parents.
I'm not the only one in an article that is published in the Japan Times, written by a man named Giovanni Fazio.
That's not real.
Says, B-Movie, the latest animated feature from DreamWorks Animation, is about as funny as its title. B-Movie.
That's a pun that he made.
He says it's a rather weak pun, more so considering there already was an ironically titled B-Movie made in 2004. But that's ironic and punny. Ha ha.
Let's watch somebody actually.
All he knows, we haven't seen a bee film since. I mean, I'm talking about we have not seen a movie based upon bees ever since.
Nope.
Aha! Ahaha! A few bottles of good Zinfandel must have already been polished off when comedian Jerry Seinfeld dropped the B-movie joke over dinner with Steven Spielberg because it was so hilarious that Spielberg greenlighted an entire film based on
that
the
makes
throwaway
me even.
gag.
Now I'm even worse.
You.
Now I'm upset. Now I'm actually upset.
Yep. That's right. The entire movie was made based on the pun. And an offhand pun did that. An offhanded pun.
I can't even.
You can prove. I'm happy that you use the internet to prove yourself right.
That's what it's supposed to be for.
There's no way, because I can Google. I can Google the exact same thing, and then I can find a different answer.
I don't know. You tried to use the internet to prove me wrong, sir.
I did.
And so now you're decrying me for using the internet to prove myself right.
This is like when the French complain. This is like when the French complain about Lance Armstrong, when all those fucking people were also cheating too.
We watch this video. What's this Nashville thing?
Yeah, watch this.
Let's watch this trailer for Nashville.
All right.
This is art. No, this is better than any B movie that could possibly exist. A+ film.
This is a B film.
5 days
Yeah,
in the
now
lives
this
of
is a B
24 unforgettable people.
I will
That's a lot
agree
of
with that.
characters, so listen closely. Lily Tomlin is a gospel singer who strays
Is this just
a bit
the
when she
trailer
has a
for
one-night
Robert
stand
Altman's
with Keith
Nashville?
Carradine, a hot young rock singer. Ned Beatty is her husband who doesn't...
No, they explain everything.
That's the most random shit.
Singer who's being tempted to run for governor. His sidekick, Barbara Baxley, drinks a bit and talks a lot. And his son, Dave Peel, is sort of attracted to Geraldine Chaplin, who plays a starstruck reporter from BBC TV.
Ronnie Blakely is the adored singing star on the verge of a breakdown.
You'd love
Garfield is the
Nashville.
husband trying to save her life and
I've
her
already
career.
seen it because I watched this
Scott
trailer.
Lang
They
is the quiet
explain
soldier
everything.
Who worships her from afar. Karen Black is the rival singer who dresses like a sweet little prom queen. But don't let that fool you.
Michael Murphy is the campaign manager who'll promise anything, especially to Gwen Wells, a waitress who dreams of being in the spotlight and may have to do a lot of things she never dreamed of to get there. Robert Doakey is the one man who tries to tell her the truth.
Shelley Duvall is the wide-eyed groupie doing what all groupies do so well. Keenan Wynn is the uncle who doesn't understand that
She was discovered by Robert Altman at a party.
David Hayward is the sensitive young boy who answers the room for rent sign and who has a big surprise in store for everyone.
Christina Raines is the female singer in a trio who's married to one of them, Alan Nichols, but spends a lot of time with the other one. And David Arkin is the chauffeur who knows all the inside stories and is ready to tell them.
Timothy Brown is a black
This is the
singer.
entire
who
plot.
Not everybody is happy.
That's what I'm
about
saying.
it. Jeff Goldblum is the psycho freak
worst
who's
review I've ever
everywhere the
seen.
action is. Barbara Harris is the would-be superstar who's running away from husband Burt Remsen, who's chasing her through the wilds of Nashville.
This is a good movie, though. You should actually, you'd love this movie because
See all 24 of them and the outrageous things they do in Robert
Rookie
Altman's
B says they should
Nashville.
remake this, but with bees.
Whoa!
That's what I like.
Robert Altman's Nashville.
For movie lovers.
That's just fun,
damnedest
isn't
thing
it?
you ever see.
It is.
What cinema used to be.
Kissel, I think that you'd like a lot of Robert Altman's films. He's got that one, which is very good. What was the other one with the sisters?
Yeah. Can't remember.
Is Popeye?
Oh, I love Popeye.
Popeye. That's right. MASH. You ever see MASH, Ben?
MASH was great. The movie or the show?
The movie.
The movie's better than the show.
Movie's much better. Movie's fantastic.
Is it based off of the TV show?
No, the TV show is based off of the movie.
All right. Okay. Now I have one clip here. It's just called Internet, which this could be exciting.
So you just have all of the internet saved
in one clip.
On one clip. And I honestly think that I don't know if we can actually play the entire internet for the content of it. I don't know if we can even play all of the internet.
We do have 5 minutes left.
We have 5 minutes. Let's talk about the internet.
Oh, this is cool. This is very cool.
Oh, yeah. This is a good deep cut. This is a thinker.
Oh.
But what about the city of the day after tomorrow? Say the year 2000. I think it will be completely different. In fact, it may not even exist at all. Oh, I'm not thinking of the atom bomb and the next Stone Age. I'm thinking of the incredible breakthrough which has been made possible by developments in communications, particularly the transistor and, above all, the communications satellite. These things will make possible a world in which we can be in instant contact with each other, wherever we may be, where we can contact our friends anywhere on Earth, even if we don't know their actual physical location. It will be possible in that age, perhaps only 50 years from now, for a man to conduct his business from Tahiti or Bali just as well as he could from London.
Like tubing.
In fact, if it proves worthwhile, almost any executive skill, any administrative skill, even any physical skill, could be made independent of distance. I am perfectly serious when I suggest that one day we may have brain surgeons in Edinburgh operating on patients in New Zealand.
Oh.
When that time comes,
yes, Frank,
the whole world will have shrunk to a point. And the traditional role of the city as a meeting place for man would have ceased to make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, men will no longer commute. They will communicate. They won't have to travel for business anymore. They'll only travel for pleasure.
Pleasure.
I only hope that when that day comes, and when the city is abolished, the whole world isn't turned into one giant suburb.
And he was actually correct about that. It did turn into one gigantic suburb.
Completely
yes, it did.
right about everything. Everyone you moved away from is now in your pocket, and it's taken us a while. Dare I say, we're still working through it as a human brain.
What are you talking about? The internet's been
amazing.
Great for us.
Isn't it incredible? But guys, isn't it incredible? But it really is. These guys, like people, futurists of the 1950s and 60s, they fucking nailed this shit.
Some of them did. I mean, if you really want to read some shit that'll blow your mind, this right here, man, Marshall McLuhan, The Medium is the Massage. This shit will blow your mind.
Awesome. Yeah, it's pretty fucking sweet. He also said, because it's really interesting. A lot of futurists at the time, because the beginning of that speech, he talks about this like idea that there's so many ways for things. There's ways for people to communicate into your home. But at the time, no one was really talking about how like we were going to find ways for people to communicate outside of their home. And all he had to say straight up is being like, they're going to be tiny little bullshits that are going to fucking ruin your life.
Yep. It's just crazy though, because like if he was planted right here, right now, I think you'd look around and be like, called it, nailed it, and he'd probably be. I mean, God knows he's a futuristic thinker, so who knows what he would think nowadays. All right.
Honestly, I also wish that he had talked to everybody in the chat's being like, and no porn. We're not going to talk about like how the idea of farting on cakes and how we only would know. Arthur C. Clarke would only knew if a woman farted on cakes if and when he told his wife to do it.
Yeah. Oh, nothing more fun than putting the candles out that way, blowing them out with your butt.
Honestly,
okay, let's
man,
watch this
but
final
now
video.
we all know who farts on cakes.
Yeah,
absolutely we do. All right, let's watch Chris Farley. This is just a little Chris Farley video. Fernando said he didn't like Chris Farley.
I love this bit.
Yeah.
Fernando.
Isn't that sad?
Fernando.
Okay. I'm
it shows that there's an audience for everybody.
1992, Duke, Kentucky. Kentucky's up by 1. Christian's got the ball. 2 seconds left. He shoots a beautiful turnaround jumper. Woo! Gets his own rebound. Loose ball. Get that.
He's playing Christian Leitner.
And that's the way it happened.
Oh man.
Almost.
Anyway.
Yeah, man.
There you go. Just a
Chris. That was like him at his heaviest too.
Yeah, Farley could have. Anyway, who knows what he would be like nowadays? But I think he had a good heart. Do I have any more videos?
Yeah, Michael Jordan's mom.
Oh, I have 2 more.
But I will say, honestly, Fernando not liking Chris Farley really shows people that you believe to be universally beloved. There's always somebody that hates him.
Yeah,
it's just how it is. That is what's fun about comedy, is that if anybody, like, no matter what you do, there's a whole audience that is just right there to hate you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, there's plenty of people that absolutely just fucking despise all three of us. And I'm
Oh
fine with
yeah,
it.
of course, I bet.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, there are people with drastic plans to kidnap us and do bullshit to us.
They'll
Guess
muddle
what,
their
man?
bones. I'll muddle their bones into pulp. I don't give a fuck.
Show you my fucking PMSs, man. PMSs.
Absolutely. No, I actually don't even think no one hates us. At worst,
Yeah,
they don't
nobody
know us.
hates us. Yeah, most of the time they don't know us.
Well,
Most of the
speaking
time they don't.
Perhaps people don't like us because we're the goats. Very similar to Michael Jordan. Let's watch this
Yeah,
video.
because man, you come for the fucking king, you best not miss.
All right, here we go.
I'm sorry.
Keep your eye on the rim and concentrate.
Like this.
That's not it, Michael.
Like that?
No, like this. Like this. Like this. Like this, Michael.
That's terrible form.
And now give it some razzle-dazzle.
That's my mom.
All right. That was her at the end there doing the dunk. As you can see, they got someone who looked exactly like her.
Exactly like her. Exactly. It's flawless.
All right. I think that's it. Do I have any more videos? I do have one more. All
Wow,
right,
you got fucking go for it, bro.
One more.
So we'll be back just before we end. We're going to be back again on Monday night. This coming Monday,
is this one?
we'll be back in. We'll try to have a fun replacement for Kissel. I don't know what it's going to be. Probably somebody who vaguely dispenses the same amount of water if you put Kissel in a tub.
Eddie.
That's the closest we can get.
Yeah, that's it. All right, let's watch this video. I forgot completely. I believe it's something to do with sign language.
It's happened again.
Oh, yes.
Another sign language interpreter accused of signing total gibberish. This time it was at the police news conference announcing an arrest in the Tampa serial killings.
We will be charging 4 counts of first-degree murder.
Standing off to the side, apparently translating every word, this woman.
We received over 5,000 tips in this case.
But it turns out much of what she was signing was nonsense. She waved her arms around like she was singing Jingle Bells, says one outraged sign language expert. The woman, identified as Derlin Roberts, has a string of arrests for fraud. So how did she come to be translating at last week's high-profile police news conference?
I just didn't ask enough questions.
Tampa Police Public Information Officer Steve Hegarty told me the woman simply showed up out of the blue and offered her services.
My immediate reaction was, I didn't call for a sign language interpreter, but that's great that we have one here. I let her in.
Did this woman appear to know what she was doing?
To the untrained eye, and that would include mine, I didn't see any problems.
This latest embarrassment comes 3 months after it was revealed that the sign language interpreter at a Hurricane Irma news conference, also in Florida, made no sense.
The time to act is now.
Hegarty is summing up the latest goof.
We won't be using that woman again.
Cops say this
he
was
will
not
be
crime,
using
There
her
but
you
it was
go.
an
It
ethical
seems
violation.
like it's an epidemic.
I mean, she was better than the other guy. The other guy was barely he was not good at all, but she looked legit.
Yeah, she was definitely moving those fingers around pretty
funny,
well.
man.
All right, well,
It's just
that
like
is
that
this
type
month's
of-
Ben Mandate.
That type of just like balls to the wall, like I don't give a fuck, like that. I
It's
I
amazing.
admire
She
that.
put
woman.
herself on national television during a crisis.
And I don't get why at the beginning of the Inside Edition they have to say like a woman is accused of faking.
Yeah, it was
sign
wrong.
language.
Like,
It's
she is. She
what do you mean
definitely
she
is.
Shit? Like if I were to go like you wouldn't say I'm accused of speaking fake French. I said gibberish.
I did say gibberish because it's like also gets to a point. It's like, who's to know? Maybe she does know sign language, and she decided to not do it that day.
That's a good point. Well, this episode has been nothing but gibberish, but hopefully you all enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for being with us this week. And yeah, hail yourselves, everyone. We'll see you next week.
Fucker. See you on Monday. You fucking pieces of
Bye.
fucking.